Okay, so this is another edition of Should You Buy? This one will talk most specifically to what I have available to me right now. So we got the 3 years milestone pack, and I'm going to prove that this is a very valuable pack by comparing it to what I also have available, which is the Brink of War. Um, so what I will lead with is the Brink of War. It is very difficult for me to currently determine the value of these, the copper, the steel. Very hard to determine the value. And these are everything that you get: copper, iron, steel. The reason why is because you have to do like so much math to figure out like really how much 600 copper is worth, and so on and so forth. So for determining the value of how good this actually is, I'm just going to look at like the salvage token and the metal scrap tokens. Off the bat, I could tell you that this 3 years milestone pack is a very good deal, very, very super valuable. All the things that you get here: 800 long ranges, short ranges, expert pliers, basic pliers, salvage tokens, metal scrap tokens. All this stuff can help you win the survivor challenges, which also gives you rubies, which also gives you fragments for Pamela and whoever. Like, this is super valuable. And again, I'm going to do a video on like the basics on the game and like the best way to play it. But like one of my rules for the game is like you can never go wrong with getting long ranges. Like like spending money on long ranges is generally never a bad thing, um, because it pays dividends in so many ways, not just survivor challenges. If you have max characters, it gives you, you can then use your fragments to get experience or medals. Like, it's always a good thing. But even though the short range transmissions aren't um, super valuable because of those characters or whatever, the survivors that you get from them, um, there are so many like challenges that have you do so many short ranges, and then also with the barter, you can change the short ranges to the long ranges. So super valuable. The pliers are going to be good for your work cards, of course. And then the salvage token and the metal scraps, again, super valuable. So most specifically, I do want to pay attention to the salvage token and the metal scrap. As you can see, for $100 we're getting 160 and 6400. Okay, and then we were just looking at the Brink of War, where you can see for $50 you get the same thing: 168,000. 160, 64,000. So for me, when it comes to Brink of War, I'm probably going to say it's not going to be worth it to buy this pack. Like, even if you double it up and say at $100, you're going to get 320. Maybe if I write it, it'd be cool, easier for you. So at $100, you're going to get 320 keys and 16,000 coins here. And of course, you'll double up on the copper and steel and iron. But again, to me, it's very hard to place a value on that, especially when you're at the upper levels, because you need like thousands of copper to go up, like from 34 to level 35, etc. But even doubling this up, again, $100 would get you 320 keys and 16,000 of these metals here. What is the name for it? Metal scrap tokens. 320, 16,000. Where here for $100 you get 160, but the metal scrap tokens that you get are equivalent to 64,000, which is like what, 4 times as much metal scrap tokens. And I would say on average, whenever you do 100 draws of keys, like 100 keys, you probably get anywhere from 15K to maybe 16K in metal scrap tokens. I believe that's it. Maybe 14 is like the lower end. So Even considering with the Brink of War package that you get double these, you're probably only getting an additional 14 or 15k metal scrap tokens, and then you'll of course get iron, steel, copper, but again, it just doesn't measure up. So this should be pretty clear by far. If you're going to spend $100 here or $100 here, or any denomination really, what this all essentially breaks down to is the same denomination. All it does is double up every time you buy. But essentially, like I said, if you were to spend $100 here or $100 here, you're getting way more value with this than you are here. This says 18,500, but I'm willing to bet that you get way more value with way more than 23,500% value. Again, it's hard to know what they base this off of anyways, but with this, you're essentially getting everything that this offers, plus all this very, very important stuff to help with the development of your game. But most importantly, if the very foundation of this should you buy series should always be predicated on what do you need in your game to be better than the rest of the people who spend the same amount of money that you spend. So, like I said, a general rule of mine is that you can never go wrong with acquiring long range radios. This stuff also helps with you winning survivor challenges, which helps you get stronger survivors. Let's say I spent only $100, I don't know, a month on this game. I would say 200. Let's say $200 a month on this game. And if I was competing against other people who spent $200 a month on this game, this pack right here would put me ahead of so many people because it just gives so much stuff. Sucky thing is, it only comes out probably every year. Well, there are probably similar versions of this during the holidays, I would say. But for sure, like this package is very, very helpful especially for game development. So that's been another edition of Should You Buy? In my opinion, you should definitely buy this, and you should not buy this. And by not buy this, I mean there's probably better things that you can spend your money on that gives you way more value than the Brink of War package for the keys and the salvage metals. So do with that info whatever you will, and it's been fun. Talk to you guys later. Bye.